it's Dave. Welcome to another episode of Learning to Uke. What I wanted to do is just briefly share in a few minutes here my 6 week progress. So I picked up the ukulele about 6 weeks ago and just learning strumming and chords and strum patterns. I'm going to share a couple things with you that's helped me to learn that just 6 weeks in. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. And I think that's part of what you want to do anytime you're learning an instrument is have fun with it, right? So, but before I get into that, I wanted to mention that I'm wearing some sports gear today. And although I live in Minnesota, I spent most of my life in the Cleveland, Ohio area, so I remain a Cleveland sports fan, and so I'm wearing my Cleveland Browns hat, my Cleveland Browns jersey, and I'm even drinking out of my Cleveland Browns mug today. But you didn't come here to hear about the Browns, did you? Or maybe you did, I don't know. But we're going to talk about the ukulele, and just kind of briefly, what I've been learning, in learning chords and learning chord progressions and learning strumming patterns. It's been a lot for a non-musician like myself to learn. I don't have like the natural inclination to do that. I don't have rhythm. I don't have a lot of things that really probably help if you're a musician or picking up an instrument. But I'm learning and I'm having fun. And so what I sort of opened up with was just your typical ukulele island strum pattern. And it's something that I've just been practicing a lot. And it goes a little bit like that. Whoops. So it's like that. And so I've got muscle memory created around that strum pattern. It's one of the first strum patterns that I learned. And so a lot of the chords I would play would just kind of go from chord to chord, playing that pattern. And then as I learned some songs or riffs to songs, I typically stay within the realm of that strum pattern. So I've got some muscle memory created around that. What I'm learning now, I'm starting to learn different strum patterns that really help out with different songs. And one of the ways that I'm learning both chords and strum patterns, I created for myself what I'm calling riff cards. And so here's some of the riff cards that I created. And what these are cards that have probably some popular chords in it, some songs that you probably would know really well or you're familiar with. I started learning a little bit of like the happy birthdays and all that, which will be great at a birthday party. But what I've realized is that I have a lot more fun if I'm playing songs that I enjoy. So I looked up some U2 and different musicians and bands that I like, and so I've been kind of working along that. These little riff cards have really helped me out quite a bit. I've got, I don't know if you're familiar with Under the Milky Way by a group, an Australian band called The Church. I've got Brown Eyed Girl, Waymaker, which is a worship song, and I've got a lot of lyrics to that one. I created a one for With or Without You by U2, and I'm having fun because along with writing out some of the chords and some of the lyrics, I'm putting little pictures, like there's a little Bono in there. Just trying to have fun with it. I've got Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley, and there's my little Elvis there, you can see. Looks a little bit like Bono. But, hey, I'm not an artist either, but I'm just having a lot of fun. And so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of learning the chords by learning songs that I really enjoy. And some of those songs are just songs that are really super familiar, songs that you probably hear people playing every time you walk into like Guitar Center and you've got somebody there with a plugged-in guitar where they're playing on an amp in the store. So some of it is kind of cheesy like that, but I'm still having fun with it, and it's really teaching me sort of those patterns and chord progressions and learning to learning the temperament on the ukulele. Not everything is fast, not everything is real slow. Just kind of learning for somebody who doesn't have natural rhythm. I'm learning how to do that. So like learning, here's one that you hear anytime you walk into a Guitar Center or probably a guitar store. Right? something like that. So I'm just having a bunch of fun with it. So that's kind of what I've been doing the last 6 weeks. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of resources on YouTube. I'm going to probably put a couple links to some YouTube channels, the tutorial YouTube channels that I have found extremely helpful. So if you know of, if there are channels that you have found to be particularly helpful for you in learning ukulele, go ahead and comment in the bottom, or comment on some songs that you started out with to help me or anybody checking out this video. So that's what I've been up to the last 6 weeks. I'm just having a bunch of fun with it, creating my riff cards and just sitting back and just playing songs that I'm really enjoying listening to. And sometimes I'll even play something and go, hey, that kind of really sounds like it. So that, I'm getting a little better at it. So have fun with your instrument. Happy strumming.